Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you're watching from, depending on your location. I'm Mr. Raf, your normal analyst. This is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Freedom Media Communications. It is no longer news that Biafra has become to be very, very popular on the continent of Africa. I don't just want to come with my own bags of information bordering on what the Beninois are doing in Biafra, for Biafra, in favor of Biafra in Cotonou and the other area in Republic of Benin. I just want to throw some point from where all my Igbo brothers, all my indigenous people of Biafra brothers, should know that Kanu has done too well. Could you imagine that the university, residential buildings, universities, business establishments belonging to Asari Dokubo were demolished in Benin Republic because of the love that country has for Chukwuemeka Odumegwu and the Biafra in 1967. The kind of love they developed for us during the pogrom, the war of Nigerian Biafra, scrambling for freedom for Igbo man, scrambling for ownership of the oil and all the coastal, state of Biafra where there are vast natural endowments. The war of 1967 to 1970, the Republic of Benin being one of the Francophones, developed that kind of unending, equal amiability, that is love for Igbo man, for Ojukwu and Biafra to be precise. I'm telling you that all the establishments owned by Asari Dokubo in Benin Republic has been destroyed. Recently, we saw on social media the bulldozing of Asari Dokubo's university. We made our investigation to find out if maybe he has not been paying land use and other tenement rates. We actually discovered that the country, Benin Republic, the administration of, I think, Mr. Talon, the name of their president or prime minister or whatever, he said, no, it's not all about land use payment or tenement rate. He's not owing any money, but we don't want him. So we actually sensed something. We sensed something that our Asari Dokubo outburst against Igbo man has earned him this kind of hatred in the Republic of Benin. The entire Beninois, people from that country, they detest Asari Dokubo with what? Passion. Why? He built university there, employed people, he created employment there, even employed their people, but yet they are not satisfied with the kind of personality Asari Dokubo is floating on social media. Asari Dokubo floats very nasty, Jesus Christ, unsightly, ugly personality on social media. Recently, since inception of Tinubu administration, Asari Dokubo has distanced himself from his ancestral fatherland, the Igbo land, calling Igbos all manners of names, threatening Igbo with guns, assaulted rifle on camera, even assuring Tinubu that he's going to bring Igbo man down, he's going to destroy Igbo, that these Igbos were their slaves, that they were the Kalabari, and the Igbo man were slaves to their fathers. Imagine somebody that hails from Uzokole. Uzokole is in Abia State. He's now denying his Igbo nationality. I think Asari Dokubo is a bloated bread, a bread that accidentally fallen inside the water, and after soaking water, started floating on top of water. I think you see where Benin Republic has actually started to at least fight Cold War with Asari Dokubo. All his houses built with his name, the documents, they revisited it recently. Because of all his outbursts against Igbo nationality, Igbo race on the social media. Benin Republic have actually been a good friend of the Igbos, right? From Ojukwu era, post-war era, pre-war era, we were there transacting our business even when the war of Nigerian Biafra civil war broke out from 1967 to 1970. They are our good friend, which was why you could see immediately the war ended, Ojukwu absconded into Gabon. Gabon is in the Eastern Africa, one of the Francophones as well. The same region with Ojukwu absconded into Gabon and stayed in Gabon until when he finally absconded into the former Côte d'Ivoire nation by the name Ivory Coast. And the former president of Ivory Coast, late now, Félix Boigny, actually declared that Ojukwu was his son, that he will keep Ojukwu come what may, even if it brings political animosity or hostilities between Ivory Coast and Nigeria, that is going to at least, shelve it by himself. He said he will weather it. That Ojukwu's father was a big businessman, volatile one in Ivory Coast in the 1930s, 40s, 1920s. The foremost African billionaire was doing well in Ivory Coast. That's why Félix Boigny, the Prime Minister of Ivory Coast, accepted Ojukwu when he was, exiled in Côte d'Ivoire. So that's why every Francophone, any French-speaking country in Africa, they accepted the Igbos. They give the Igbos the Biafra market. They give them the privilege to transact their businesses. I've never seen any Francophone country having, any hostility or enmity with the Igbo businessmen. Igbo is spread everywhere in Africa, Northern Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, even Libya, Mauritania, Northwestern Africa, and you see Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, everywhere. Igbos are there. Igbos are still in Tanzania, Angola, Windy Hawk, that is Namibia. You could see Igbos in Lusaka, Zambia. You can see Igbo in Uganda, Dar es Salaam, the capital of Uganda. The Igbos flooded everywhere in Madagascar and Tananarivo as the capital over there. Even Maputo, Mozambique, the Igbos are there doing well, shuttling between Southern Africa and Maputo, the capital of Mozambique. The kind of love African continent has for the Igbos is that Igbos are enterprising people spreading across the African continent doing their businesses. But still, Asari Dokubo, he kept on coming out with dangerous outbursts against the Igbo man. That's why Benin Republic, Cotonou right now are churning Asari Dokubo from building more properties in their land. They destroyed Asari Dokubo's university. They bulldozed down all his business, commercial properties he erected for the purpose of realizing money. And he has been sanctioned in the Republic of Benin. Asari Dokubo is nowhere to be found today. And why I'm just giving you this analysis is that don't expect him to be reintegrated into the his Igbo kinsmen. We don't want him anymore. Asari Dokubo has been outlawed, ostracized as one of the most dangerous fugitives in one of the Biafra coastal line states. Asari Dokubo has been killing, maiming Igbo man in the east. The unknown government that have been unaliving and disaliving Igbo youths, Igbo chief, Igbo businessmen in Onitsha, in Abia, in Owerri, in Enugu, anywhere in Imo State. He was employed according to what he said by Hope Uzodinma Buhari administration to be spying, unaliving the Igbos. He came out and made this confession. I'm telling you, he said he was even looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to spy him. That was when we began to actually understand that his psychophancy is getting out of control. Asari Dokubo is somebody that could, say anything. He's a talkative. He is a talkative. He talks too much. He talks tough against the Igbo man. Welding gun on the camera at Igbo people. It's very, very unfair that this man could not understand where he is coming from. Asari Dokubo is a native of Uzakole in Abia State. Yet, he has spanked, denied severally his Igbo nationality and later come back and apologize. This is a man of questionable character and behavior. And I'm telling you that recently, Asari Dokubo should be put to where he belongs. He's not going to come and mix up with his Igbo kinsmen anymore because we found out that he is a bastard. Someone that has no nationality. Someone that has spanked and abhorred, cursed, his kinsmen, has no place in the gathering of the clan of his people. He is without ancestry right now. He could not trace it to anyone because we, the Igbos, we have actually excommunicated him. He's not going to take or hold his head in the gathering of the Igbos anymore. Time is coming. The hand clock is ticking. Tick-tock. And Biafra is coming. He abhors, he hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He even supported federal government of Nigeria campaign to buy Kanu, and which was why James Omotocho jailed Kanu with pride under a law abolished already by Federal Republic of the same Nigeria. The law that Kanu was thrown into jail was not in Nigeria Constitution, and this is why it's just 6 days to Kanu's freedom. Kanu will be released freely, unconditionally, and Asari Dokubo, the bloated stomach man, will still be, talking and talking and talking, a talkative. I don't know why he is not listening to what people are saying. Asari Dokubo is needed to be thrown into a psychiatric, hospital to check him well. He is being delusive. He attacks Tinubu administration. He attacks everybody because Tinubu has not given him charge of any pipeline, a pipeline to actually protect or fortify. That's why he is coming out with all these dangerous outbursts, attacking everybody at sight. But what happened to him right now in Benin Republic is generally accepted because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just 6 days to come out. I got you. Then, most importantly, we see the jubilation in Abia State and Imo State, where Igbo youths, the IPOB, are celebrating Donald Trump. Indigenous people of Biafra, I am among, any Igbo man is among. We are the Igbos. That's the meaning of IPOB. It's not a bad name. If you get scary of that name, it means you are a terrorist. I stand for indigenous. P stands for people. O of Biafra, B. Biafra land. That's where I come from. And I'm telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out, and I'm so much anxious, zealous to meet him, just to have a talk with him. Kanu is coming. Just 6 days to Kanu's release. James Omotocho is not going to be presided among the judges that are going to take care of appeal court, appeal judgment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The appeal appearance judges different from James Omotocho. If care is not taken, not from Southwest, are going to decide. Because Nigerian Bar Association has actually barred James Omotocho from partaking in any judgment anywhere in Nigeria, as he was even barred earlier by ICC from partaking anywhere in the world. Any judgment, he's not needed, he's not wanted. He actually conspired with Office of Presidency at Aso Rock and wrote a script, jail a man wrongly, a man that has not offended anybody. The inhumanity of man against his fellow man, committed by James Omotocho, has been haunting him all along, right from 20th November till date. James Omotocho is on the run. Run! You have done wrong. Thank you so much for listening. All my viewers, you are wonderful. I would like to appreciate people like Dr. Chukwuemeka. Dr. Chukwuemeka, my brother, is practicing medical practitioner in UK. I want to thank my brother Tunda Okafor. You are doing well. You are doing me well. I appreciate you. Dr. OJ Okwade, you are doing well. You are doing me well. I appreciate you. Mommy Nkechi, you are doing well. You are doing well. I appreciate you, ma. I'm appreciating all my listeners like Chidi. He lives in Southern Africa. I'm appreciating Jeff Obi, my man, the sole owner of Ojuku Afro, a company that prints my shirt. They are the one clothing me with cap. It's customized. Thank you, Sunday Ojuku. Jeff Obi from Germany, I'm thanking you. All my family members that are watching me in the UK, Chidozie Atwaya, Choma Atwaya, I'm throwing salute across to you, Chenna Atwaya. Most of you that lives in Asia, thank you so much. You have been doing well. I'm appreciating people like Teresa Ihana Cho, Mama Twins. Thank you so much. I'm appreciating T Billion. I'm appreciating Charles Omo Odudua, IK Netherlands. I'm appreciating Izuchuku from Kinshasa, a business Igbo man in Kinshasa. I told you people that Igbos are everywhere in the world. He's my brother living in Kinshasa. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What about Emmanuel Udabala? He lives in Cameroon, an Igbo man that transacts in Cameroon. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much. Dr. Charles, a practicing pharmacist in the United States of America. Mr. Kevin, thank you. Mr. Kevin is from Imo State. I appreciate all my viewers. You guys are wonderful. You are doing wonderfully well. Thank you so much, and thank you.